Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we really plunge into the ideas, the big shifts that are, reshaping our world. We take these complex topics, break them down, so you're not just informed, you're actually ahead of the curve. And today, oh boy, we are tackling something huge. It's not some future trend anymore. It's already woven into your professional life. Right now, we're talking about AI. And the really pressing question it forces us to ask is, are you going to master it? Or is it going to master you? Okay, let's unpack this. Let's try a thought experiment. Just imagine walking into your office this morning. You settle in, maybe grab that first coffee, and then it hits you. This kind of profound realization, the sharpest, most capable mind in that room, it's inhuman. It's an artificial intelligence. And look, this isn't science fiction, not anymore. We're talking about an intelligence that can read, process information at speeds you just can't fathom. It can draft documents, emails, reports, often with a clarity, a precision that frankly rivals the best human writers. It analyzes incredibly complex data, finds insights you'd probably miss. And here's the kicker. It never gets tired, never needs a break. Its quality doesn't dip because it had a bad night's sleep. It's already doing this right now across so many industries. This almost unsettling presence, it forces that fundamental question back on us, doesn't it? In this new reality, how do you stay in control? How do you make sure you're the one mastering this revolutionary tool?
That's such a critical point you're making about the immediacy. For years, AI was, mostly talked about in universities or like in movies about the future, but now it's tangible. It's a daily reality for many. And it's fundamentally changing how work gets done, what's expected of professionals, those capabilities you just listed, reading faster, writing cleaner. That's not aspirational stuff for AI anymore. That's the baseline for the advanced systems we have today. And this is just completely reshaped the competitive landscape, not just for big companies, but for every single person trying to build a career. The gap between people who get this now and those who are sort of waiting, well, it's getting wider fast.
Absolutely. It really is. And, to make this idea of mastery really concrete, let's think about someone specific. Let's call her Sarah. Maybe this sounds familiar. Sarah's a driven professional, young, ambitious. But lately, she's just drowning, completely underwater. Her desk, metaphorically speaking, is pile high with reports she needs to analyze, presentations she needs to build, like yesterday, in an inbox that just, it seems to breed overnight. Deadlines are breathing down her neck. That tight knot of overwhelm, it's setting up shop right in her stomach. Does that sound like anyone's Monday morning? Or maybe every morning. But here's where Sarah's story takes a turn. Instead of just buckling under the pressure, she decides to actually use her AI assistant properly. She feeds it those massive 200-page reports that were giving her nightmares. And the AI, in seconds, literally seconds. It pulls out the 3 most critical, actionable insights, things that would have taken her days to dig out. Then, using those insights, Sarah gives it a few bullet points, and boom, the AI drafts a whole compelling presentation. Slides, narrative, visuals, the works, in minutes. It even goes further. Suggests better phrasing, strategic arguments to persuade her boss on this critical project. Angles she, in her stressed state, would have completely missed. You can almost feel her relief, can't you? That big exhale. But it's more than just relief she feels. It's this profound sense of power, empowerment. She didn't just use some software. She harnessed an intelligence, multiplied her own capabilities like tenfold. She took that chaos, that overwhelming workload, and turned it into control. She didn't just save time. She gained a strategic edge. And this isn't some miracle story for a chosen few. This kind of transformation, it's available to you. Right now, this is what you're stepping into.
Sarah's experience, it perfectly illustrates how immediate and tangible the impact of these AI tools can be. Right down at the individual level, it shows that shift from just feeling completely overwhelmed to suddenly being in a position of strength, of control. It's such a powerful reminder that AI isn't just about, massive enterprise systems or super complex algorithms only data scientists understand. It's about empowering each professional, giving direct relief, boosting capacity dramatically. Her story isn't an outlier anymore. It's rapidly becoming the standard for people who figure out how to strategically weave AI into their daily work. It's the difference, really, between just reacting to your workload and proactively shaping it with intelligent help.
And that, right there, that crystallizes our mission for this deep dive. Our purpose today is absolutely clear. We are here to walk you through exactly why mastering AI isn't just a nice-to-have skill anymore. It's critical, absolutely critical, right now. And crucially, how you can actually do it. This whole deep dive is inspired by the really profound, forward-thinking insights in a specific book, AI Mastery Professionals by Zaheer Ahmad Meer. So over our journey together, we're going to explore everything from how AI even evolved to where it is now, all the way to super practical, actionable strategies for weaving it into your work life seamlessly. We'll even get into the really important ethical stuff, the governance side of things, Because, let's face it, wielding this kind of power comes with responsibility. This isn't just theory. Think of this as your personalized roadmap, your guide to becoming an AI master.
Exactly. This deep dive, it really aims to bridge that gap, doesn't it? The gap between AI's huge, fast-moving potential and, well, your day-to-day professional reality. We want to translate what might feel abstract into things you can actually do. And AI Mastery Professionals is the perfect framework for that. It really emphasizes that, just understanding how AI works, that's only half the battle. True mastery involves learning how to use these tools strategically, how to set up sensible rules around their use, the governance piece, and how to lead effectively when your team, or even just you, are using AI. Ultimately, it's about equipping you, not just to keep up with this insane pace of change, but to actively shape your own professional future.
Okay, let's dig into this irreversible shift. Because it's not coming, it's here. And it's fundamentally changing, well, everything. AI isn't some niche tech anymore stuck in Silicon Valley or just one industry. No. Its presence is just permeated everywhere. It's central now. Think about major sectors. Law, yes. Medicine, absolutely. Finance, you bet. Education, government, the creative fields. Oh, honestly, you know it. The tendrils of AI have reached into every corner. They're reshaping how businesses operate, how decisions get made, even redefining what work actually means in many professions. For maybe too long, some people saw AI as this distant thing, maybe a threat down the road, or just hype, something to, deal with eventually. But ignoring it now, it's like trying to ignore the internet back in, say, 2002, or ignoring electricity in the early 1900s. It's just not viable. It's not an option anymore for staying competitive. It's foundational. It's like the plumbing or the wiring of modern business and professional life. So what does that really mean for you, personally and professionally, day to day? It means, look, whatever your field is, AI is already playing a role. It's crunching massive data sets, automating tasks, often the boring, repetitive ones, thank goodness. And it's finding insights that were honestly impossible to see before or just took way too long. And this isn't just about doing things a little faster, making small improvements. No, this is a fundamental transformation in how value gets created, how it's delivered, how it's even perceived. If you're a lawyer, AI is scanning millions of documents for relevant cases in minutes, not weeks, speeding up discovery massively. In medicine, it's helping doctors with diagnoses, suggesting personalized treatments, speeding up the hunt for new drugs. In business, optimizing incredibly complex supply chains, making customer interactions smarter, predicting market shifts with, frankly, scary accuracy. The sheer breadth, the depth of AI's impact. It's staggering, touches every single part of professional work.
And the why behind this rapid spread, the pervasiveness, that's what's really key here. It's not just hype driving this. The underlying reasons are solid. It's ability, first off, to process and make sense of absolutely vast amounts of information at speeds no human brain can touch. That's huge. Then it automates tasks, the repetitive stuff, the data-heavy stuff, the stuff prone to human error. That frees up people, frees up our minds, and maybe most importantly, it finds patterns, reveals insights hidden deep within enormous data sets that we, as humans, simply cannot perceive. This combination lets organizations operate with an efficiency and analytical depth that was just science fiction a few years back. So then the question becomes, what happens to the professionals or even whole industries that try to ignore this, that try to carry on as if nothing's changed? The risk isn't just falling behind slightly. It's becoming irrelevant because the changes AI brings aren't superficial. They're redefining the core nature of work, the skills needed, what excellence even looks like.
And that leads us straight into what I call the productivity chasm. It's this stark and frankly widening gap. A gap between the organizations and, by extension, the people in them who jumped on AI early, strategically, and those who, well, resisted or delayed or just sort of tinkered around the edges. And the numbers we're seeing, they're not just interesting, they're kind of alarming. Companies that really integrated AI strategically early on, they're reporting massive productivity gains. We're talking ranges like 30 to 50%. Just pause and think about that. Half again is productive, maybe even more. That's not a small edge. That's a monumental leap. These early adopters, they can do more, innovate faster, react to changes in the market with an agility that just leaves others scrambling to keep up. But it's not just about the bottom line, the financial gains. What's really fascinating is how this chasm reshapes the whole culture inside these companies. The culture of innovation, of problem solving. These gains, they come from a mix of things. Sure, automating the boring stuff helps efficiency. But it's also the burst of new ideas sparked by AI insights. And entirely new things they can suddenly do that were impossible before. Like imagine a traditional marketing agency. Okay, now picture one that embraced AI early. Maybe they're automatically generating personalized ad copy for thousands of customers, optimizing their ad spending in real time based on performance, predicting which customers might leave with, say, 90% accuracy. Meanwhile, their competitor still doing things the old way. Their market share is shrinking because they just can't match that speed, that level of personalization, that predictive power. So those who waited, who resisted, they're not just lagging, they are already way behind. And that gap is not closing, it's accelerating. The longer they wait, the harder, more expensive it gets to even try and catch up because the leaders just keep pulling further ahead, compounding their advantage.
It's worth really dwelling on that idea of falling behind. What does that actually mean day to day for a professional or for a whole company? We're not just talking about missing out on a few nice efficiency gains here. We're talking about a fundamental threat to competitive viability. Those 30–50% productivity increases, they translate directly into things like market leadership, better profits, and importantly, the ability to attract the best talent. Because talented people want to work with cutting-edge tools, right? So for you as an individual, this becomes a personal imperative. It really does. If you're not actively learning, engaging with, mastering these tools, you are, by definition, operating at a serious disadvantage compared to your peers who are. This choice isn't just for the executives in the boardroom. It's a profound personal decision every single professional needs to make to stay relevant, to stay effective.
And this brings us to a really critical distinction, one that gets blurred all the time. The difference between just using AI tools and truly mastering them. Look, anyone can type a basic question into ChatGPT or ask an AI to summarize a short article. That's usage. It's like knowing how to turn the key in a car. Fine. But mastery, oh, that's a whole different level, completely different game. True AI mastery is it's sophisticated. It's multifaceted. It's this blend of knowing the tech, thinking strategically, and having a strong ethical compass. It's what lifts you from just being an operator to being like a conductor of intelligence. So what does this mastery actually look like? Let's break it down, because this is where the real power lies. First, it's about choosing the right tool. The AI world is exploding. There are specialized tools for everything. Advanced writing, deep data analysis, creating realistic images, writing complex code, you name it. An AI master doesn't just grab the first shiny object. They understand this huge, diverse ecosystem. They know exactly which tool, or maybe combination of tools, is the best fit for a specific task, a specific problem, a specific goal. Second, and this is huge, it's about designing smart prompts. This is way more than just typing a question. It's an art and a science. It's about crafting truly effective instructions, asking precise questions, giving the AI the right context, maybe telling it to adopt a certain persona, even using advanced techniques to get exactly the output you need, high quality, reliable output. It's learning to communicate with the AI effectively. Third, mastery means building workflows. This is about strategy. It's integrating AI into your existing processes or maybe even designing totally new AI-powered processes. It's not just one-off tasks. It's creating these seamless sequences where AI handles multiple steps, transforming whole chunks of your work. Think bigger than just asking AI to write one email. Think. AI analyzes customer feedback first, then drafts personalized responses based on that analysis, then schedules those emails for the perfect time. That's a workflow. Fourth, there's ensuring governance. As AI gets deeper into everything we do, we need rules, clear guidelines, strong policies for using it responsibly, securely, legally. This isn't just about avoiding lawsuits, so that's part of it. It's about consistency, quality, protecting data, and sticking to ethical principles. And finally, maybe the most crucial piece, mastery means leading ethically. This is about navigating the really tricky moral questions, the societal impacts. It means making decisions about AI that are fair, transparent, equitable, understanding things like algorithmic bias, protecting privacy, thinking about broader consequences.
That's a really excellent breakdown. And it just hammers home that mastery is so much more than just technical skill.
Well,
It's deeply tied into critical thinking, into strategic foresight, into having a really solid ethical foundation. Being able to pick the right tool, design great prompts, build smart workflows, that takes more than knowing the software. It takes understanding your own field deeply, your goals, the nuances of how things actually work. And adding governance and ethical leadership in there, that shows true mastery isn't just about being efficient, it's about being responsible, having foresight, caring about the impact. This whole package, this multifaceted skill set, that's what separates someone just using AI from someone who's genuinely mastering it.
Okay, now, if you thought that was a lot to wrap your head around, buckle up. Because we are right on the edge of another huge leap forward. We're talking about the dawn of AI agents. And this marks what a lot of people are calling the 2025 tipping point. This isn't just a slightly better version of the AI we have now. No, this is a fundamental shift, a paradigm shift in how we even think about and interact with artificial intelligence. So what are these AI agents? Well, imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your question and then stop waiting for the next command. Instead, an AI agent. You give it a high-level goal. and it can independently plan the steps to reach that goal. It can reason about the best way to do it, and it can act on that plan. It might break the goal down into smaller tasks, do those tasks, learn if something goes wrong or unexpected happens, and then adapt its approach, all without you constantly holding its hand. Think of it less like a chatbot you ask questions to, and more like a digital colleague. One that can take initiative, manage complex projects, even interact with other websites or software on its own. So instead of asking AI, draft a report on Q3 market trends, you might tell an agent, analyze our Q3 market trends, identify the biggest opportunities and threats for product X, and prepare a full strategy document with an exec summary and recommendations for the board meeting next Tuesday. And the agent, it just goes off and does it, gathers data, analyzes it, synthesizes findings, drafts the report, maybe even makes the slides, keeping you updated along the way. It has memory, it can use tools like web search. It's a whole new level.
Yeah, the age of agents. It really does signify a massive paradigm shift in how humans and AI will collaborate. It demands a completely different level of understanding from us, how we delegate, how we oversee. It fundamentally reshapes our roles as professionals. And the implications, wow, they go way beyond just being more productive. It challenges our old ideas about work, about decision-making, even about what human creativity and problem-solving are. As AI takes on more of these autonomous tasks, our value shifts, right? We move away from just doing the routine execution. We become the strategists, the architects, the ethical guides, the innovators, the final decision makers. This transition means we absolutely have to understand not just how agents work, but how to delegate effectively to them, how to monitor them properly, how to integrate what they do autonomously back into our human-led processes. That 2025 cooking point. It's not just about fancier AI. It's about a fundamental restructuring of how we work together and the new kinds of leadership required.
Now, all these insights we're discussing understand where we are now, where we're heading fast. There's a brilliant guide that lays out the path forward for you. It's our foundational text for this deep dive, the book AI Mastery Professionals. And this isn't just any book on AI. It's really positioned as the comprehensive roadmap for navigating this new era. It's written by Zaheer Ahmad Meer, who we'll talk more about later, a real visionary who brings together these incredible perspectives from law, leadership, tech, ethics. It's quite unique. And it's important to know what this book isn't. It's not some super dry technical manual you need a PhD to understand. Not at all. Instead, think of it as an accessible, practical, really comprehensive guide, designed specifically for professionals, for leaders, for organizations who are determined. Determined not just to survive this AI wave, but to actually thrive, to lead. Its core goal, its only goal really, is to give you the knowledge, the strategies, the mindset you need to navigate and, frankly, dominate in this new AI world.
Absolutely. The book really frames AI mastery not just as, a nice skill to have, but as a core leadership imperative for today. It goes way beyond just teaching technical skills. It provides the strategic framework for understanding AI, implementing it effectively, and crucially, managing it ethically within whatever context you're in, your team, your company, your own work. By pulling in those diverse perspectives, law, leadership, ethics, Mir makes sure the conversation about AI is, holistic, rounded. It prepares you not just to be technically competent, but for those bigger responsibilities, societal, organizational, moral, that come with deploying powerful AI. That holistic view makes it such a valuable resource for anyone serious about leading effectively, leading responsibly, in an AI-driven future. It's a nuanced guide that really gets the full picture.
Exactly. And this deep dive series, just like the book itself, is designed as a journey, a progressive one. So we want to give you a sneak peek into that journey right now because AI Mastery Professionals covers a huge amount of ground, and every piece is essential for reaching true mastery. These are the key themes, the chapters, really, that will form the core of our ongoing discussions in this series. Think about diving deep into how AI actually works. We start by going inside the AI mind, really exploring how these complex systems think, how they learn, how they generate those answers, getting a feel for the basic building blocks like the transformer models behind things like ChatGPT. Then we trace the evolution from ELIZA to agents. It's a fascinating look back, seeing how we got from really simple chatbots in the 60s to these autonomous agents that are emerging now. We'll touch on the big breakthroughs like large language models. We'll talk about drafting your AI dream team. This is super practical. How do you choose the right AI tools? How do you customize them? How do you weave them into your team and your existing workflows? It's about figuring out which AI skills best complement your human talent. Next up, a really vital skill, advanced prompt engineering. We go way beyond just asking simple questions. This is about mastering the craft of giving AI precise, effective instructions. It means learning techniques like setting the AI's role, using chain-of-thought prompting, getting it to check its own work, even giving it examples to learn from to get really nuanced, high-quality, reliable results, making AI a true partner. Then we explore multimodal mastery. Understanding how AI now works with more than just text, images, audio, video, even 3D models. Generating an image from a description, making a video from a script, analyzing visual data super fast. We also have to be realistic and tackle AI failures and safeguards. Understand where AI can go wrong, things like making stuff up, hallucinations, inheriting biases, security risks, and crucially, how to put safeguards in place, how to audit AI systems to minimize those risks and keep things reliable. We'll zoom out to look at business strategies for the AI age. How are smart companies using AI to get ahead, create new products, disrupt markets? We'll dive into specific industry case studies. See real-world examples of AI transforming different sectors, healthcare, finance, you name it. Learn from their successes and mistakes. And importantly, we dedicate serious time to AI ethics, privacy, and security, because using this power demands responsibility. Understanding data governance, protecting user privacy, thinking ethically. And finally, we'll equip you with ways for future-proofing your strategy. How do you stay adaptable? How do you stay ahead when the AI landscape keeps changing so incredibly fast?
It's such a comprehensive structure, isn't it? And you can really see how all these pieces fit together to form this holistic strategy for AI implementation, one that's both powerful and responsible. What's really compelling is how the book recognizes that AI mastery isn't just one technical skill in isolation. For instance, understanding what's going on inside the AI mind is absolutely fundamental if you want to do advanced prompt engineering well. You need to know how it thinks to talk to it effectively. Similarly, knowing about AI failures and safeguards directly informs how you approach AI ethics, privacy, and security. It helps you be proactive about risks. And then grounding all of that with the business strategies and industry case studies makes it incredibly practical, not just theory, but real-world application. This interconnectedness, it ensures the journey is really robust. You get both the how and the crucial why of true AI mastery.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly and talk about the visionary mind behind this whole movement, the author of AI Mastery Professional, Zaheer Ahmad Meer. His story is, frankly, remarkable, really inspiring. It showcases a life dedicated to making a huge impact across so many different fields. He's not just an author. He's truly building a movement. I mean, picture this. A man who is 72 years young, yet he's right at the cutting edge of technology and thought leadership. That alone is incredible. And his background is just extraordinary. Over 35 years practicing constitutional and corporate law. Think about that. That means he has this incredibly deep understanding of how society is structured, how governance works, how business operates, right from the foundations up. That legal mind brings a unique perspective to AI. But his expertise goes way beyond law. He's written over 55 books, groundbreaking books on an amazing range of topics. We're talking Islamic leadership, the future of Pakistan, and yes, the profound impact of artificial intelligence. This isn't just academic stuff. It's about shaping thinking, offering leadership, giving strategic guidance on huge global issues. And beyond the writing, he's a dedicated social reformer. He founded the Social Justice Front, a pioneering group providing free legal help to those who couldn't afford it. That shows a deep commitment to equity, to access for everyone. And in tech, he created Digital Future Ventures, an initiative that actually funds free AI education for young people, including through the platform that brings you this deep dive right now. His life really is a testament to the power of bringing different disciplines together to tackle the world's biggest challenges.
Meer's background really is fascinating. It's a perfect example of how someone can synthesize insights from fields that seem worlds apart, like constitutional law and, say, social justice advocacy, and bring them together into this cohesive, very human-centered vision for AI. Those decades in law give his work this rigor, this deep understanding of governance, ethics, societal structures, all absolutely critical for deploying AI responsibly and effectively. You can't just unleash tech without understanding its context. His commitment to social justice underlines that vital point about equitable access, making sure technology serves everyone, not just the privileged few. That's a huge ethical consideration with AI, and writing 55-plus books, that just demonstrates an incredible capacity for deep thinking and communicating complex ideas broadly. This unique blend of experiences positions him not just as, a tech expert, but as a truly holistic thinker, someone who sees AI not just as a tool, but as this transformative force with huge societal implications. It demands leadership that goes way beyond just the technology itself.
And what's really compelling, I find it genuinely inspiring about Zaheer Ahmad Meer's work and his life, is this overarching philosophy he seems to embody. His whole journey feels like living proof that things like faith, national well-being, economic progress, they can align powerfully with technology. They can work together to genuinely transform society for the better. It's not about keeping these big pillars separate, faith over here, tech over there, nation somewhere else. No, it's about deliberately weaving them together, seeing how progress in one area can lift up and empower the others. He champions this really holistic view where technological innovation, especially AI, serves a bigger purpose. It consciously contributes to a society that's more just, more prosperous, more enlightened. And thinking like that, it enriches our whole idea of AI mastery way beyond just technical skill, doesn't it? It pushes us to think about how AI can be a tool for ethical progress, a catalyst for developing a nation, an engine for empowering people economically, broadly, not just for individual gain or corporate profit. It's really a call to move beyond just using tech transactionally and instead leverage AI for the collective good, guided by strong values, by a clear vision for where we want society to go. This kind of synthesis, blending ancient wisdom, if you like, with cutting-edge tech, it offers such a powerful framework for how we should all engage with and shape this AI future.
That integrated philosophy, it provides incredibly powerful lens for looking at how AI should evolve responsibly. It really does. In a world that's often dominated by purely technical viewpoints or maybe narrowly focused economic ones, Meer's approach is this vital counterbalance. It emphasizes the critical, often forgotten role of human values, of deep societal context, of rigorous ethical thinking. It suggests that true AI mastery isn't just about building smarter machines or even just building them faster. It's about consciously building a smarter, more equitable, and ultimately more purposeful future with those machines. That kind of broad, deeply considered vision, that's exactly what we need to guide AI development and deployment in a way that truly serves all of humanity.
Okay, so building directly on that profound philosophy, Zaheer Ahmad Meer and his initiatives, they're not just about education in a narrow sense. They represent something much bigger, what he calls a renaissance movement. This is way more than just online courses or lectures. It's this dynamic, multi-pronged initiative designed to spark deep, systemic change across society. The Digital Future AI School and all the channels connected to it, they're built on 4 really powerful, interconnected missions, and each one uses AI as a key lever, a catalyst for big, positive transformation. Let's unpack this incredible vision. First, there's the faith mission, AI-era Abrahamic wisdom. The whole point of this mission is to revive timeless spiritual values, Abrahamic principles, and integrate them harmoniously with modern AI. It explores how ancient wisdom can give us that crucial ethical compass we need to guide AI development, making sure it serves our highest ideals. And conversely, it looks at how AI itself might help spread and deepen understanding of these spiritual principles for today's world, fostering a society that's both technologically advanced and ethically grounded. It's really about making sure that as our tech races ahead, our spiritual and ethical roots stay strong and relevant, integrated, not separate. Second, there's the Nation Mission, Pakistan Zindabad. Now, this initiative, as presented in the source material, focuses specifically on leveraging AI to reclaim Pakistan's historical position as a global power and innovator. The stated goal here is to apply AI mastery to accelerate national development, empowering the country through rapid tech advancement, fostering homegrown innovation, using AI strategically across key sectors like agriculture, defense, etc. The focus articulated is on using AI's cutting-edge capabilities to drive economic growth, boost national security, and establish leadership on the world stage, aiming for a prosperous and secure future for the nation. Third, we have the Economy Mission, Packfiler.com. This is a really ambitious project aimed at radically empowering ordinary citizens with accessible, AI-powered financial tools. The core idea is to break down barriers, make sophisticated financial management and literacy tools, things that used to be complex and only available to experts, accessible to everyone. By using AI, Packfiler.com aims to help individuals navigate things like complex tax laws, optimize their savings or investments, manage personal finances more effectively, and just make smarter economic decisions. This mission is fundamentally about democratizing powerful economic tools, fostering financial independence, boosting economic participation, and driving prosperity from the ground up using smart AI assistance. And fourth, underpinning it all is the education mission, Digital Future AI School itself. This embodies that profound belief in free AI education for all. It's an unwavering commitment to tearing down barriers to learning, making sure critical AI knowledge isn't just for the privileged few or limited by how much money you have. No, it should be a widespread capability, accessible to anyone eager to learn. It's about creating a population that's informed, skilled, empowered, ready to embrace the AI revolution, participate in it, and help shape it responsibly. And you can see how this mission fuels the other 3, right? Creating this virtuous cycle. Knowledge leads to empowerment, which drives progress across the board.
The sheer scope of that vision is truly fascinating. Using AI as this multidimensional catalyst hitting spiritual, national, economic, and educational pillars all at once, it really is a profoundly integrated approach to changing society. AI isn't just seen as a tech tool, it's a strategic instrument for achieving these broad human and national goals. And each mission, though distinct, clearly depends on the others. It creates this synergistic ecosystem. Progress in one area helps the others. Like you said, widespread free AI education. That directly supports the national and economic goals by creating the skilled people needed to implement AI solutions. And at the same time, the ethical framework from the Abrahamic Wisdom Mission is meant to guide all that tech development, keeping it aligned with human values. It's a very ambitious but very cohesive plan for using technology for holistic development.
So, hearing about these huge interwoven missions, what does that mean for your role in all of this? Where do you fit in? Well, this isn't just about passively listening to us talk. This is a direct invitation, an invitation to become an active participant. Your role isn't just to absorb information. It's to actually join this transformation, to be a part of this unfolding Renaissance movement. How? Maybe it's by diligently mastering AI in your own job. Maybe it's by speaking up for ethical, responsible AI use. Maybe it's simply by sharing what you learn, empowering the people around you. Your engagement, however it looks, it matters. It really does. Every single person who chooses to truly master AI isn't just improving their own career. They're adding to the collective intelligence, the capability, the moral strength of society. Your journey is part of this much bigger story.
That is a powerful call to action. And it's easy sometimes to feel like, what difference can one person make when you're talking about these huge missions? But the cumulative effect, the ripple effect of individuals becoming AI masters, that can be extraordinary. Each person who gets proficient doesn't just boost their own prospects. They become this node of knowledge, of innovation, of positive influence in their own circles. They inspire others. They share what works. They contribute their skills and insights back into the bigger movement. So yeah, personal mastery isn't just self-help. It's a conscious act of participation. It's an investment in that larger societal, maybe even national transformation. Your individual learning really does amplify the collective effort.
Okay, so you've heard the call. You get the urgency, right? And you've seen this visionary path forward.
Yeah.
But where do you actually start? How do you take that first real concrete step towards AI mastery? Not next week, not tomorrow, but like today. We've got 3 immediate actionable things for you designed to get you moving right now. First, and honestly, this might be the most crucial first step, is to actively cultivate curiosity over fear. Look, it's totally normal to feel a bit apprehensive, maybe intimidated. When you face technology this powerful, this fast-moving, this disruptive, of course, it can feel overwhelming, maybe even like a threat to how you've always done things. But here's the secret. The biggest thing holding people back from diving into AI, it's usually not the technical stuff. It's not needing some fancy degree. It's almost always that psychological hurdle, the fear of the unknown, the reluctance to step out of the comfort zone. So here's your first challenge. Simple but powerful. Go open one AI tool you've never used before, right now, or maybe later today. Maybe it's an image generator like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion.
Maybe it's a specialized tool for summarizing research papers you heard about. Maybe just a different chatbot than you normally use. Just open it, play around, experiment. Don't worry about getting it right or having a specific goal. Ask it something silly. Give it a weird prompt. The whole point is just to demystify it. Get a feel for what it can do, what it can't do yet, in a totally low-stakes way, like poking it with a stick. This small act, this deliberate choice to be curious instead of anxious, it's a huge first step towards building real confidence.
It's remarkably true, isn't it, that the biggest hurdle is often psychological, not technical. Our brains love routines, they're efficient that way. Learning new stuff takes conscious effort, burns energy. So choosing curiosity over fear, it's a deliberate act. It's deciding to spend that mental energy exploring instead of resisting. And that simple, no-pressure experimentation you're suggesting, it's such a powerful way to do it. It breaks down that intimidating black box idea of AI, makes it feel accessible, interactive, maybe even fun. That mindset shift right at the beginning is probably more important than learning any single technical skill, first off.
Okay, second immediate step. Start actively thinking in AI workflows. What does that mean? It means moving beyond just asking AI one-off questions. Don't just ask AI to, say, summarize this one document. Start thinking bigger. How can AI save you multiple steps, maybe even hours, within a larger process you do regularly? For example, instead of just asking it to write a generic thank you email, think. Could AI first analyze my recent customer interactions to find common positive themes, then draft a personalized thank you note incorporating those specific themes and maybe a relevant call to action, and then suggest the best subject line to get it opened? See the sequence. Or maybe you work with data. Don't just ask AI to calculate something. Think, can I identify the key trends in this data? Visualize those trends in charts I can actually use, and then draft a short explanation of what those charts mean for my report. This shift in thinking from single questions to integrated, multi-step workflows, This is where AI's real power gets unlocked. It's transformative power. It forces you to look at your work from a higher level, to spot all the places where AI could automate a step, make a step smarter, or speed things up.
It fundamentally changes how you solve problems, how you manage your tasks, how you create value. You go from doing lots of laborious individual steps to orchestrating these streamlined, efficient, AI-powered sequences. That's where the huge productivity gains come from. That's the leverage AI masters use.
Workflow thinking really is where the leverage becomes obvious. It turns these separate little tasks into connected, super efficient processes that just multiply the productivity benefits. It makes us really analyze our own work, doesn't it? Find the bottlenecks, the tedious parts, and then strategically plug AI in where it makes the biggest difference, not just a tiny improvement. It's not just about using a tool anymore. It's about re-engineering how the work itself gets done, start to finish. Think about the difference between using a calculator for one sum versus building an automated Excel model that does complex forecasting and generates reports automatically. It's that level of difference, that strategic integration into workflows. That's exactly how those early adopters are getting those incredible 30–50% productivity gains we talked about. That's how they built that lasting advantage.
And finally, our third actionable step. This one underpins everything else. It's a commitment to continuous learning. AI is not a subject you just learn once and you're done. Nope. It's this dynamic, living thing. It's evolving exponentially fast. What's cutting edge today might be standard tomorrow. What seems impossible now could be reality next year. True AI mastery isn't a destination you arrive at. It's an ongoing journey. You have to keep exploring, keep learning, keep adapting. In this field, standing still means falling behind. Fast. Stagnation is regression. So this means being proactive, not waiting for someone to tell you what to learn. It means actively seeking out new resources, staying plugged into what's changing, and yeah, committing to a structured learning path. And the good news? You're already doing that. By tuning into this deep dive, you've taken a step on that structured journey. So your actionable step here is simple. Stay connected. Subscribe so you don't miss future deep dives. Share this with colleagues, friends, anyone who needs to hear this. And get ready for that continued journey into mastery, guided by the AI Mastery Professionals framework we've laid out. That consistent, deliberate engagement. That's what keeps you not just surviving, but actually thriving, leading, innovating in this AI era that's unfolding right before our eyes.
That emphasis on continuous learning is just absolutely crucial. You cannot overstate it in an era where tech changes almost daily. It means cultivating that growth mindset, right? Being comfortable with not knowing everything, being willing to learn new things constantly, actively seeking out information, trying new tools, new ways of doing things. The commitment isn't just to learn about AI, it's learning how to learn effectively in this new world, how to filter all the noise, how to spot what's genuinely important. And this deep dive series, guided by the insights from AI Mastery Professionals, is designed to be exactly that, a structured, ongoing way to navigate this dynamic landscape, to make sure your knowledge, your skills evolve as fast as the technology itself. It's really an investment in your own future relevance. Hashtag outro.
So here we are. We've reached the end of this foundational deep dive. And the core message, it couldn't be clearer or more urgent. AI isn't coming. It's here, now, reshaping every industry, every job.
Yeah.
And mastery, not just tinkering, but true mastery, is the only path to empowerment, to staying relevant, to leading. The tools are right here, right now, on your computer, in your phone, waiting for you to grab hold of their power, the leaders of tomorrow. They aren't waiting around for the perfect moment or for someone to give them permission. They're the ones choosing to learn, choosing to engage, choosing to lead, starting today. Don't let this moment pass you by.
It's powerful to remember that the future isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we actively create by the choices we make right now. AI becoming deeply integrated into everything. That feels inevitable, yes, but how we choose to engage with it as passive users swept along or as proactive masters shaping its direction, that will absolutely define where we end up, individually and collectively. The opportunity is massive, but it absolutely requires that conscious effort, that continuous learning, that strategic engagement we've been talking about.
And as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought. Something to chew on, something to challenge you after you stop listening. In an age where these sophisticated AI agents can plan, reason, and act with more and more autonomy, often without needing our constant input, how are we going to redefine what human agency even means? What becomes the truly unique, the indispensable value that we bring? What new kinds of creativity, what deeper levels of ethical leadership, what totally new types of innovation will be demanded from us when AI handles so much of the doing? What uniquely human qualities will rise to the top and truly flourish? Think about that. This really has been just the starting point of your journey. We opened the door to this world of AI mastery, shown you the stakes, and given you a glimpse of the roadmap from AI mastery professionals. Now, the next step. That's up to you. Don't just be a listener. Join this renaissance. Become part of the transformation. We genuinely invite you to continue this structured journey into mastery with us. Go subscribe right now to the Digital Future AI School on YouTube. That's your main hub.
Stay updated on all our future deep dives, get access to amazing free education, connect with others on this path, and while you're there, check out the other channels driving this whole movement. Digital Era, Abrahamic Wisdom, Pakistan, The Next Superpower, and Paxfuller.com. Arm yourself with knowledge, equip yourself with strategy, prepare not just to survive but to lead. We really look forward to seeing you there, continuing this journey together.